This will be a day long remembered. Now I am the master.
Welcome to another episode of Legends and Theories, and welcome to my review of What If, Episode 1, What If Captain Carter were the first Avenger. And I just first want to say, this was a really good episode. It was really exciting, and I really enjoyed it. And there will be spoilers, so let's go into it. And this episode has a few interesting things, and a possible connection to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which I will be going over in a minute. But let's start it out with where everything changes in this timeline. Instead of Steve getting the Super Soldier Serum, at the moment he's about to get it, there is an attack. The attack that of course happens right after he gets the serum takes place right before. And honestly that does make a little more sense, because why would they let the Super Soldier be created? And this leads to Steve, of course being Steve, trying to prevent this, but he's injured and not able to take the serum, and since the machine's about to be destroyed and it'll lose power and everything and it won't be able to be done again, Peggy Carter goes in and she gets the serum, of course making it interesting, unique ability, and she is able to go and become Captain Carter. And it does have some, a few callbacks with them saying that she could be, doing some kind of propaganda show. It also shows, the one, I believe, general just trying to take credit for everything after it starts going good, even though he was against it at first. But it was actually just really interesting to watch. Honestly, I think it was really good, and once she went out, I think that made an interesting twist, although I think the timeline was a little off there to what it initially was, but this is a what if, so it's pushed back a little, since by the time that Steve even was able to have the Super Soldier Serum put into him, I think they were doing the first test on the Tesseract, so that is a change, but something that could be looked past since this is a different timeline. Although I think it is a potential problem, but I didn't really care too much. And yeah, I think I was having a pretty good time. I really enjoyed this. And we continue on to get an alternate of the rescue of, the future, what's it called? Howling Commandos. And this timeline, it actually, I think, things actually do turn out better. But I'll be going to that in a minute. And we continue on. We see the Howling Commandos rescued, and Steve in the Hydra Stomper suit, which is powered by the Tesseract. And things start to slightly change a little more. We see a good montage of Captain Carter taking everyone down, and this eventually leads to, some other stuff, and it goes to the train mission where Steve is blown up and thought to be dead. So I think it could have been interesting if he was, killed off or even turned into this world's version of the Winter Soldier. Either way, honestly, I think that could be interesting. But he wasn't, and he eventually led, through the events where they go to storm the Hydra Castle, and they find Steve alive, and the Tesseract is used to someone who I believe is Hive, who was a villain in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., since he is referred to as, basically the Hydra God. And, well, I'm thinking that, and in this he is, Hydra's secret weapon, and it goes and kills Red Skull, changing things once again. And to defeat it, Captain Carter has to go push it in, and is taken out in the future. As I'm guessing she's sent to a timeless place where time kind of stands still, and is brought back by Nick Fury and Hawkeye in the present day, with her having a very similar moment to Steve, having been trapped in the future. But instead of saying, that she had a date, she just, explains how the war has ended. And this episode ends, but presumably in a much better place. Honestly, I think that is for many reasons. With one of them being that, Steve Rogers would be founding S.H.I.E.L.D., there would be no Winter Soldier, but since Steve Rogers founds S.H.I.E.L.D. with Howard Stark, I would guess, he would not allow Operation Paperclip to happen. So Hydra would not be able to infiltrate S.H.I.E.L.D., and S.H.I.E.L.D. would remain pure. So there would be no, Hydra uprising, and S.H.I.E.L.D. would still exist past, the events of Age of Ultron. And with it, things could be a lot better since the Avengers would have that support system, because they would still be government agents, basically, working with S.H.I.E.L.D., and the Sokovia Accords would likely never happen, and it would just lead to a pretty interesting timeline, but I'm not really sure what would go on from that. I think that this What If definitely could use a sequel episode, but I'm not sure if they're going to be doing that specifically. I think they're all supposed to team up at the end, but I'm not 100% sure on that. And honestly, yeah, I think this was a really good start. Although I did see that some of the cast was changed, which I understand. Chris Evans was not playing, Steve Rogers, but most of the cast were the same actors. Pretty sure Peggy Carter's actor was the same, and everyone else, I think, is the same actor, mainly. I noticed, most of the actors were the same. A few of them I didn't know exactly who their actor was. Oh yeah, and Red Skull was changed since the original actor was Hugo Weaving, and he wants nothing to do with Marvel anymore. And so that's a change, but, that's, understandable. He doesn't really want to work with them anymore. I don't remember exactly why, but he just doesn't. And yeah, I think it was a really good premiere. I'm so excited to see what happens in the next 8 episodes. And although this was good, I'm kind of more excited for Bad Batch this week. For the rest of my content this week, including tomorrow, me having my review of Batman the Long Halloween. Friday, me having my review of a review above, I believe, the Lego Yoda set, the newest one. Saturday, I'll be reviewing the Bad Batch finale. And I did get and build both the Duel of Mandalore and Mandalorian Starfighter. And I should be getting the Bad Batch shuttle in today. And if I do get the time, I'll try to get the review for that out on Friday. So it could be out with, Bad Batch's finale. And that could be fitting, but If I can't, I'll try to get out as soon as possible, since I do have to find a time I could record, because that's gonna be a lot harder, because I have to, both get quiet and I have to clean out. I mainly have to record either in, like the front room, but it's in my room where I usually record, and, well, I actually have younger brothers, and they get really loud. I'm really lucky I was able to even record this right now. But with that, also check out my videos from earlier today, including what if the MCU had comic accurate founding Avengers, and my other video, of course, of my Arrowverse recap for this week, or a review, and yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'll see you all in the next episode of Legends and Theories. Thank you for watching this episode of Legends and Theories. Please subscribe, like the video, share the video, leave a comment, check out the video on screen, and may the Force be with you.